So, how often do you guys think you get work nightmares related? Not work dreams, because for some reason, those don't exist for me. I only ever have the worst case scenarios when I'm working.
I actually just had one a couple nights ago.
How was it bad? Like nightmare, right?
It was like conflict at work that I was just making up myself.
Oh, mine's usually like I want to walk out, I want to leave. This is the worst shift ever. That kind of stuff. I don't know. I just never get any good dreams, you know? Never get a dream where everyone's happy, everything's working out. It's always terrible. Can you remember vividly any of your dreams?
Well, the one I recently had was someone was returning an outfit and complaining that they didn't get shoes. And I was like, okay, well, we brought in shoes for you, and you were supposed to pick them up. Like, oh, well, you didn't call us. And I was like, well, we weren't supposed to call you. And just this whole ordeal and it's funny because the previous week, we brought in shoes for someone, and they never picked it up. And then I just made up in my mind while I was sleeping of like, this is the problem. This is the problem when they return it. Is like, they're going to be their whole thing.
Made up scenarios are the best.
And I mean, for the past few months since we've been so busy at work, like I just dream about a regular work day.
And then
awful.
Have you had a shift ever come close to your nightmares? Like, most of my nightmares are usually exaggerated.
No, yeah. So that whole thing about her complaining if the shoes didn't come with it, that sounds like a normal encounter.
Normal encounter? Okay. Mine are usually like, oh my God, I'm so far behind. I'm dead, pretty much. I'm going to die. And this last weekend, I actually had a shift that came close to that. Almost walked out. It was terrible.
Really?
Table for 30. Showed up with an extra...
Table for 30.
Table for 30. That wasn't the problem. I had that. It was the extra 22 people they brought.
So
it was the problem. Yes. All on separate checks.
That's not 30.
That you can say, sorry, we can't seat you.
Yeah, but are we going to?
I definitely would.
Nope, we did not. We did not.
Was the tip good?
It was. Tip was great. I got the whole shaft.
It was
like
what?
It was great. Tip was great.
You what?
They were pretty nice.
My father said he's going to listen to this episode, so.
Hi, Mr. Ethan's dad.
Okay, so work nightmares coming true.
Work nightmares, terrible. Yes, legit. I was just like, man, going out the door sounds really nice right now. But
I have days like those all the time.
What about you, Dylan?
Ooh, little old me.
All right, start the show. And welcome back to the White Noise Podcast. I'm Ethan, joined by googly-eyed Gav.
Darn, I thought you were really going to say Gavin this time. Just
I made you
Gavin.
think. And as always, Jacob behind the glass.
Yes, that's me.
And that's Jacob behind the glass. And today, a very special guest for our 50th episode. Yay! You've probably heard a lot about him. The score master himself, Dylan. And only 5 people will understand that reference.
Let's go.
Scorekeeper.
Scorekeeper.
I am not one of those.
I thought you guys were closed. Why am I here?
You're here
We are
because
closed.
this is a private party, special party.
Where the studios remain open. We rented the studio out. What do you mean we're closed? This is our studio. We get to decide the time, right? Back up.
100%.
Yeah.
Jacob's behind the glass.
Wave to him.
That's a glass
Jakey.
knocking.
Hi, Jakey.
Ah, okay. So we're in Harkins. Got it. $100 an hour, hanging out with the friends in the theater.
Exactly.
Jacob's the guy at the top playing the movie behind the glass. Okay.
Dylan, how you been?
I've been doing pretty
How was
well.
the flight?
The flight was actually very enjoyable. Didn't get much sleep, so I was able to have that nice 10 hours to recuperate myself. The only bad thing was the foot traffic getting here. It was a good 26 miles. And let me tell you, my calves have never looked better.
That's hard to beat, though. You know,
It definitely is.
Dylan's
Ethan.
known for his great calves, his bowling ball shaped calves. Ain't that right, Jacob? I see you. I see you eyeballing them.
Yeah, I'm going to stay out of that conversation.
It's hard not to. Some calves. Well, you don't train calves?
So, Dylan, known you for quite a bit. Jacob and I have known you for quite a bit.
Many, many years. Many moons.
Say at least 12 years.
Yeah, starting the book of
Probably
Exodus.
much more.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're also great friends with
Mr. Pina
with,
Colada.
with Paul. Frequent flyer on the show, Paul.
Oh yes, I haven't heard that name in many a year. He is a good one though.
He's quite the guy. He's
Quite the Aussie he is. Quite the Aussie.
But it's great to have you. Can't wait to dive into what we have today. For example,
Whoa. Great example. Me too. I love the part where
gosh dang it, Gavin.
exquisite.
You're throwing me off.
I'm throwing you off.
Yes. Okay.
Oh yes, that was my favorite insert meme here.
Oh, exquisite. Yep. Can't go an episode without that one. I don't know if we have.
Not while I'm here.
Oh, real quick. Dylan said he walked 26 miles here.
Not 26 and a half.
Yes, exactly.
Which would be a
26
marathon.
and a half would be a marathon. He didn't walk a marathon. Anyway,
I don't
Fail.
want to,
No,
just
fail.
outdo
do you
everyone
guys
else.
do you guys think you can run a marathon without any training?
Hell
Absolutely
no.
not.
What the hell? I don't think I could run one with training.
You know,
Compared to some people, running is just walking. So yes,
you know what?
What's my time limit?
You know what friend of ours thinks that they can run a marathon without
Wait,
any
hold
training?
on,
Paul.
hold on. Yeah, I was say Paul.
Easy. I don't even have to think twice about it.
Got into a whole argument about it.
Paul thinks he can run a marathon.
Yes.
Next
What's
time
the
he's at the
time
gym,
limit?
fucking go 26 and a half miles, no stopping, 6 miles per hour minimum speed.
Oh my god.
What's
That's
the
a
time
run.
limit?
Time limit in the video I saw that sparked this conversation was under 4 hours.
Absolutely not. No. Nope.
And in the video, the guy did it, like no training and everything, and he was able to do it, but probably regretted his life.
All right, Paul.
We didn't get to see the aftermath.
If you're listening to this, Paul, I have a challenge. I don't think you could run 3 miles in a row, let alone 26.
Damn. 3 is
hey,
not bad.
We encourage
Gavin,
the
what's the
homies to
time
better.
limit for that?
3 is easy.
3 miles?
Well,
I'd say
what, 10?
Under 20 minutes.
That's easy.
Okay.
Easy dub.
We always encourage the homies to get better.
Because self-health and self-wealth is what we're aiming for here, 2022.
Correct.
Paul is the most confident guy I know. There's no way he could do that.
And you have no faith, Jake.
No, I don't.
I almost called you Jakey again. My bad. Can I call you
mean-
Jakey from now on?
No.
To counter your point, Jake, I think if it was for a good goal, maybe if it was to see Margot Robbie, if you had,
That-
go that distance, that could be possible. But I kind of agree with you there. 75%, but 25% failure.
If Margot Robbie was on the end there, the UN themselves would not be able to stop Paul from crossing that fucking line.
The UN.
The entirety of the UN, the strength of Hercules, would not stop him.
That is a man on a mission.
At that point, I think absolutely Paul could do it easily.
I'll agree with that. You have something to add, Ethan?
Got it.
For the record, I have no idea how this show's going because Ethan failed to give me a lineup for anything.
I have a lineup. It's just
Not
here.
in my hands.
It's not in anyone's hands.
Well, it's because it's in your hair, Jacob. He's a very well done barber. Your lineup is being maintained. It's not being declining, reclining. Your hair is still here. Thank you,
I do
Ethan,
need a
for keeping
haircut
that.
now that you're talking about it.
Okay. Nothing you're talking about. It. All right. So
Give me that pen.
no, you're not allowed to have pens. So, Dylan, I know that you're a big fan of the Power Rangers,
That is true.
and Gavin, are you a big fan of the Power Rangers as well?
Yeah.
So, Jason David Frank passed away recently. He was which Ranger was he?
He was a couple of them, actually. In the original Mighty Morphin, he was the Green Ranger, then White. Then in Zeo, he became the Red. Turbo was also the Red Ranger. And then in Dino Thunder, he was the Black Ranger. So he's been a total of 5.
Well, 5 Rangers. See, I know nothing about Power Rangers.
You didn't watch Power Rangers? Oh,
I only
Rangers
watched
cool.
the 2017 movie, and I loved that movie.
I had the video game on the Nintendo 64. That shit was pretty
So
cool.
did I. That shit was
Dude.
fucking cool.
Game Boy games, let's go.
Did you guys watch the 2017 movie?
Yeah, when they what was it? Krispy Kreme was the main sponsor, or was it Dunkin' Donuts? I can't remember.
I think it was Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme, yeah, they're like, it's hidden in Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
I think I pirated it at one point, but I didn't watch all of it. I do remember seeing when they formed the Megazord.
Yeah. So, wait, as Power Ranger fans, how do you guys feel about that movie?
It was okay for what it was, just like all video game movies. I know it's not the same thing, but like for what they did and trying to make it original, it wasn't bad, but definitely didn't hit the mark. It was okay.
It was better than Assassin's Creed.
Definitely.
So,
Okay.
take that for as you will.
I loved it.
I just think the Megazord didn't look good.
I saw it with
Oh,
Jacob.
definitely. It did not.
Opening
It
night.
was a disaster.
Really?
It didn't look
Yep.
I
colorful.
don't remember that.
I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah, it lacked color. It was all like, what, silver and blue?
Yeah, there wasn't the defining colors that all of the Dragon Zords made up. I can't say those terms without sounding like a complete nerd.
Yeah.
You are
Nope.
you are a complete nerd.
That's
Yeah.
true.
No, you want to see a bigger nerd? They're called the Thunder Zords, my guy.
Are they?
Like
Did I say
season 2.
fucking Dragon Sword?
Yep. Dragon Zords.
Oops, that's a different one.
Yeah.
My bad.
So we're going to add that to the list. Armageddon and all of Power Rangers got it.
No,
Or at least up to like the Disney era Power Rangers.
wasn't it the Dinosaurs?
It was Dino, Thunder, Ninja.
There we go. Okay, I was gonna say Dino was in there at one point. Continue, Eden. What's next on the lineup, buddy?
These are so
Wow.
I like the Power Rangers.
Dude,
I
so do
myself
I.
identify as a huge nerd, fat nerd. Ain't that right, babe?
And
And that was painful to listen to.
Yes, Lucy is in
Yeah.
studio. That's why he said, "Ain't that right, babe?"
I was going to tell you, that's a lot of courage there, Jacob, to admit such a thing in front of your fiance.
She know.
You're right.
She know.
She know what she's getting into.
She's
Yeah.
behind the glass too. She's like behind the glass. Extra
Wave.
set of glass.
She's waving. You guys just can't see.
Here, Lucy, I got you. I'll give you the old Disney Princess Classic. The wave and the curve. But yeah, it was a shame to hear that Jason David Frank had passed shortly after Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman for so many animated shows and games too. And also this year, I don't know if you all know this, but the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Passed away. He actually passed away in July when he was reported in August, and he was working with the United States military to rescue people that were being trapped in like a water hazard of sorts.
Yep.
So he saved a veteran's family and whatnot.
Yeah,
And
I did know.
that's going to be my next tattoo, honestly. It's going to be the Triforce with all 3 of their symbols. The
That's cool as shit.
Millennium Puzzle, the Thunderbolt from Power Rangers, and the Batman logo for
Wow.
power, wisdom, and courage.
Why did you do that, Gavin?
What'd I do?
Like a
Gave a thumbs
Hiccup.
up. I gave a thumbs up.
hiccup and toothless.
I don't know what that means. Oh,
Night Fury.
I know.
You have one tattoo, right? How many do you have?
I have 2, actually. I have the Green Day and Music Heart tattoo that's on
right.
my
I remember.
on my pec. And on my left calf, I have 2 pool balls, the 5 and 13. If you weren't aware, in pool, every colored ball is a difference or a product of addition of 8 from itself. So 5 and 13, which is my birthday, got on Friday 13th, are orange. Just like 1 and 9 are yellow, 2 and 10 are blue, 3 and 11 are red, and so on and so forth.
Oh, I did not know that.
I did not know that either. I didn't know the
I
colors
didn't know
meant
you had
anything.
that one either. Cool.
That makes a lot of sense now.
Speaking of balls,
I was gonna say, where were you going with that? Go
I
ahead.
was going to talk about soccer, World Cup.
Oh,
Good segue.
Team USA.
Let's go, Mexico!
We
Except for
stay
USA.
winning. USA wins every single time. We beat England.
I just
USA.
that's funny. How,
I don't watch the World Cup.
Neither did I. I simply only
That's
watched
so
the
fun.
results.
I love the meme of like the biggest soccer fan never watching a soccer game in their life.
Absolutely.
And then they
I
were.
only watch the results. That's true, Gavin.
I remember saying that, and then someone in class was like, "Well, I thought they tied," and I was like, "Yeah, and we won. We won, and we beat Iran." So
That's why soccer's not popular. In
United
America.
States
It's
stays
just
winning.
A tie is a win.
So un-American.
I mean,
Girl.
is it though? Because doesn't like the NCAA do that for football?
Did you just say NCAA?
Is it? I can't remember.
at college,
Yeah, college.
Because they have like 50 million games and nobody wants to watch 50 overtimes in a weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing with soccer.
It's like how baseball can never end in a tie.
Yeah, exactly.
And-
I
Endless
honestly
innings.
don't think any sport should end in a
fucking
tie.
going.
I know. Even
I agree.
like NFL games, when they end in a tie, it's like, oh, that's worse than a loss. It
But
looks bad.
unless you're in the soccer game where we didn't lose, so therefore we win. But England lost.
England did lose.
England
yes.
lost. They tied, but they lost.
Yep.
And then what was it? The Saudi Arabian team beat.
Mexico.
No, it was a South American team. I thought.
Was it Qatar?
I don't remember, but it was the Prince of Saudi
Mexico's
Arabia or
out,
whatever gave everybody a Rolls Royce.
Mexico's out.
Oh yeah.
They gave everybody on that team a Rolls Royce for winning.
Jesus.
And I think
Dang.
they actually made it a national holiday. So
Good for them.
the Saudis stay winning.
Wow.
That's why soccer's better than football, because I don't see
more
any.
patriotic.
Whoa.
I don't see
I
any
don't agree with
holidays
that.
from football.
Hold on. Yeah,
What'd
but
you say?
they'll never win an NFL game, though. You could take the best rugby team known to man. NFL. You could take the Jaguars. Maybe not. Maybe not.
So
Yeah, I don't know
when
about
do
that.
you think the Super Bowl will become a national holiday?
It already is.
Recognized by the FBI.
Recognized by the government.
I don't know. That's
I
tough.
give it 3 years.
There's not enough political power in the in the
3
Super Bowl.
years, and then all grocery stores closed on the Super Bowl.
All grocery stores?
Yeah.
Maybe a half shift. I don't know about fully closed.
I can't
It'll
even-
be like
I
Thanksgiving
think
hours, Christmas hours.
Thanksgiving hours, like Christmas, I feel like they're just closed. Thanksgiving, they have altered hours.
I think Christmas is completely closed up to a certain time, I think.
We need bean dip.
Actually, one Christmas, we didn't have like milk, eggs, orange juice, or bacon, so we went to the nearest Circle K and had whatever they had. It was a wild time. The next year, never again. I made sure the week before, what do we need? Tell me the list, because I am not waking up to go to Circle K again.
Hey, that gas station bean dip, though. Like, not gonna lie.
Just don't eat the sushi.
Timestamp that. I need to censor his words.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because when you start censoring our words.
Oh my god.
And that one too.
No.
You're just so annoying.
If you had told me beforehand, I would have made sure.
Gavin and I used to go on Winco runs in the middle of the night.
We
He
did.
just text me like, hey, you want to go to Winco? I was like, yeah, what for?
The fuck is Winco?
This dude.
It's Winco.
It's Winco.
Winco.
It's Winco.
Winco.
Anyways, Gavin would
That
need
24 hours.
milk and hamburger helper at 2 a.m. So we'd go
Well,
get.
yeah, hamburger. Say we. I remember.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, it was hamburger. I was like, is that really all we went for? Yeah.
That's all we went for.
Ethan, I require hamburger.
Well, we did a Secret Santa at work, and I got like 20 boxes of hamburger helper. And so yeah, I needed to stock up. But I spent like $25 on just pounds of hamburger.
So you telling me that you weren't in bulking season? It was just for a gift?
Oh, I was bulking all right, but not in the way I should have been. I was eating like 2 or 3 boxes of hamburger helper a week. Totally
Some
bad for me.
beef stroganoff? All right.
I actually made a tier list.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
I remember it now. Okay.
I was looking back
Unfortunately.
Subscribe to our Patreon and we'll release Gavin's hamburger helper tier list.
It actually is very detailed and in depth. So
Oh god,
Well,
never
I
mind.
wrote
We're
like-
not posting
I wrote
that.
like a
$50 a month.
for each.
Never mind. We're not posting that shit.
$50 a month. All right. So in DC Comics news, or I guess DC film news, or DC news in general, James Gunn was announced as the co-chairman of DC Studios, and he said that DC Universe will be connected across film, television, animation, and video games. Though some standalone DC projects will still exist outside of a DC universe.
Are they gonna have a timeline keeper like Marvel?
I'm sure they'll have to. I
The
mean,
lore keeper.
I feel like that's a given for any long-running series. Is there has to be a timekeeper, a lore keeper, timeline, everything.
But what about a scorekeeper?
Yes, that too.
I mean, I feel like worst comes to worst with DC. You just kind of just.
But how do you guys
Shut
feel
it
about
down
that?
and
Like,
reset.
like a video game is connected to the movie and it's all on the same timeline.
You mean like Star Wars used to be?
You mean like all the old movies and video games were?
I like it. I like it if the
Yeah,
games
but in modern
aren't
day.
stupid.
Or animation, like there's an animation movie that's in the DC universe.
I'd be okay with that, dude. Animation movies for DC are great. Like, absolutely, those should be canon.
The movies have to be good for me to care.
I have not watched it, but talking about James Gunn, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special was released.
Xavier watched it.
Did you guys watch it? No? I assume not. All right. I heard it was like the best thing Phase 4 has put out.
Not surprised.
So
There's not a lot of contenders in that.
that is true. But I also think it has something to do with, the
Whoa. What about Miss Marvel? Come on now.
You mean Moon Knight? Say Moon Knight.
Look at this guy. He knows me. He knows me.
I think it has something to do with the familiarity of it. Like it's something that is connected from the early Marvel stuff,
It is good.
and it's good. So it's not trying to do too much. but maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I won't though. Probably not.
I'm right there with you, bud.
That's cool. Are you on the same ship as us? Is that the right word?
In regards to what?
Are you in the same boat?
I'm on a motorcycle.
Are you on the same boat as us?
I'm on the
as far
land
as like
walking 26
as far as like
miles.
Marvel and like Marvel is
I'm
kind
in
of
a
on
spaceship.
on a decline.
I think it's just everything in general. That's just kind of the world we live in now. That like every year just gets potentially worse, no matter what happens.
Star Wars shows suck. Marvel shows suck.
Any show sucks.
Fair.
Games have been getting worse.
Yep.
True.
The only show that's good is MasterChef. Let's go.
Let's
The
go.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Lucy, say let's go.
I don't know. I want to take it more to alcohol, to like bar rescue. That's been
Kitchen
a while.
nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking
Those
at me like
shows
that
are
for?
good.
Yep. With everything's declining, especially movies, which is why for the movie of the week we had to watch a movie from 1998. Let's get into the movie review.
Did you watch Armageddon?
I believe Armageddon was 98.
Yeah, the year I was born. Are you trying to diss me right now?
Okay, guys.
I've never even seen it, Ethan.
I know.
Why are you trying to dispute it?
Anyways, the
Come
movie
on.
we were supposed to watch was a Wes Anderson film called Rushmore. And Gavin, what were your initial thoughts of the movie?
Well, I gotta say, upon hearing the description, I was kind of alarmed, but
Why? Oh, real quick. Why were you alarmed?
because I thought it was gonna feature a romance story between a student and a teacher, and it was just like
That's what the synopsis made it sound like.
exactly. Yeah.
I read the synopsis too. I was the one that actually read it to you guys.
Yeah, and I was like,
And I got the impression that it's the kid that had the crush on the teacher.
yeah.
It never said about the teacher reciprocating it.
yeah, but then it was fighting
still,
for her
that's
affection.
Still weird.
Okay.
Dude, just did weird.
Sure it is.
Well, overall, I think this movie.
What teacher did you like that much, Ethan?
I liked every teacher.
Oh, okay. I bet you did.
You liked every teacher.
You know, 6th grade, Miss Dempsey, where you at?
How many?
Damn.
How many teachers do you call mom by accident though?
None.
That's lie.
I've never called a teacher mom by
None that
Lie.
were attractive.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, hold on.
Listen, parents at home were not as nice as they could have been. So when you're getting yelled at by a teacher, I'm sorry, mom.
Were you homeschooled?
Okay.
No.
Let's get into the movie review real quick.
Sigmund Freud would have a field day today.
Gavin, what did you think about the movie Rushmore?
I thought the movie was actually really well done.
Did you watch this one, Dylan?
No, I kind of got to the curve of this information a little last minute. I would have probably enjoyed it. I enjoy a lot of movies from the 90s. Even
I like
though
Wes Anderson still.
Even Armageddon?
It's okay. You're on par with most guests then.
Yeah. And Jacob.
And me.
sounds right.
So overall, you enjoyed it?
Yeah, no, I thought
Or-
the dynamic between Max and forget her name, Mrs. Owen Wilson's wife,
Jackson.
Her name was Rosemary
Rosemary, that was her name. I thought the dynamic was pretty nice, and I feel like
Cross. Miss Cross.
And I liked the way that Bill Murray's character fit into all of this.
Bill Murray
Bill's
is
Murray.
like Bill Murray is the perfect character of like my life sucks,
Dude,
He's
yeah,
the walking
I know.
epitome of that.
He looked terrible that movie too. I was like, oh,
Valid.
poor guy.
But he does such a great job with delivering like the dry comedy and the drama and just like he fit perfectly. Like if you read the cast and like Bill Murray but he fit perfectly in it.
Yep.
And the teacher's like date that she took to the play, played by Luke Wilson,
I know. Yeah.
Owen Wilson's brother, and then the baseball coach was also another Wilson brother.
Nice scrubs.
And I could tell from the way he talked. I was like, this sounds a lot like Owen Wilson's cadence.
Do we see Owen Wilson at all? Because he's in the cast.
Joe mentioned that we saw a picture of him,
Yeah, I know. Okay,
but I
so
never saw it.
It was the picture with the bees. Then I think
Oh, okay.
because he was the one that created that company,
Yeah.
right? Our club.
Created that club. Yep. Maybe.
Yeah. Speaking of this kid, what was his father doing?
Max
Yeah,
with the barber. Honestly, here's the thing.
his dad was absent as hell.
Max was a character, but I loved his character.
He was a little shite.
He did such a great job, and watching this movie, it was so well done. Wes Anderson, I've always enjoyed his movies. The cinematography, how everything's almost always symmetrical, even when it's not as extravagant as I think it's called Grand Budapest Hotel, where everything actually is exactly symmetrical. Like even just in everyday settings, the way he frames everything. One of my favorite shots was when Bill Murray comes out of Miss Cross's house and goes into his car, and Max is in the back seat
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette. And just the way that shot was framed, I really liked that a lot. But overall, like, I loved the characters in it and just the relationships between everyone. And I loved Max's dad, the barber, and how Max was just lying about everything, and such a great character.
I know. I loved when he bailed him out of jail, and he was like, "Take me to Rushmore. I have to like unsettle like
I know.
one thing." He's like, "Okay." Like, his father was totally just did not care about anything,
But
which I thought was weird.
I loved it. The music, like all the music in it, just fit perfectly when it was played. And something we love here, the runtime was great.
Hour and a half, perfect.
Perfect runtime. That's perfect, down to the last minute detail.
But what do you think of the plays in that movie?
I thought they were awesome.
Not the Vietnam War play
makes
was
me
out of
want
nowhere.
to. I know it makes me want to put on a play.
He's like dedicated to a friend.
Of
What
a
did he say?
friend of a
friend.
friend.
And then it's about the Vietnam War. Oh, that was.
Bill Murray was crying in it because he fought in Vietnam.
And then, you gotta love that he got dynamite and explosions.
I know. What a great movie.
This guy was, what was he? He was like the president of like every damn club.
I know, which is why he was failing every one of his classes.
I know, but on that aspect alone, I would have kept him in there. Be like, this dude is literally keeping the school alive. Without him, all of the
Max
extracurricular
Fisher.
activities would be gone.
Yeah, I really liked it. Wes Anderson style. I haven't seen a lot of his movies, but the ones I have seen, I've always enjoyed it. Like Isle of Dogs.
Oh, that
banger.
one's funny.
That one is one of the movies I almost missed.
Okay, it's worth it.
Yep. Because Jay was like, "Hey, watch this movie with me." I was like, "What movie?" He's like, "Isle of Dogs." I was like, "I don't want to watch that." I ended up watching it, and I loved it.
He cried.
I didn't cry. Did I cry?
Yeah, you did.
He probably did. Yeah, he did.
I'm just kidding. I really don't remember.
Oh, I get it because it's Isle of Dogs.
Can you write that time down? What's wrong with you?
So for us plebs here on the White Noise podcast, do you want to explain what this movie's about? I didn't see it.
Of course.
Yes, indeed.
Even though you were supposed to watch it
I was not given that information until I arrived.
Sunday. Yeah, that's true. When a beautiful first grade teacher arrives at a prep school, she soon attracts the attention of an ambitious teenager named Max, who quickly falls in love with her. Max turns to the father of two of his schoolmates for advice on how to woo the teacher. However, the situation soon gets complicated when Max's new friend becomes involved with her, setting the two pals against one another in a war for her attention. See, now that I've seen the movie and I read that, I was like, oh yeah, that's a clear thing that exactly happens. But when I read it before I watched the movie, I was like, oh, I was expecting something completely different.
Oh, it's kind of like context. I get you.
Yeah.
So with that definition, and you said Bill Murray was in it, was this more aimed towards suspense and drama, or are we looking at comedy right here?
It was
rom-com?
it was a comedy. It was like a dry comedy, like indie film. It had very heavily like indie film vibes, and
like Whiplash or Donnie Darko. I got you. As like indie movies that did
yes,
well.
I was gonna say Juno.
I was gonna say more Juno. For
Yeah,
me.
it felt a lot like Juno.
Okay, that's playing
Juno or like Napoleon Dynamite.
Ooh,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, I might have to watch this then. I'm sorry, boys. I didn't watch it beforehand. I would have loved
Have
that.
fun shelling out $4, Joe.
But honestly, I really enjoyed it. Just even the themes in it. And did you guys ever have a crush on a teacher?
Of course.
Of course you did. What grade? What grade, Gavin?
10th
I
grade.
simply choose not to answer that question.
10th and 11th.
What grade?
Name it.
What grade?
I don't know. 4th, 5th,
Okay.
6th, 7th, 8th, 9th.
Every grade.
The secret is you
I
didn't
can-
say kindergarten because it's not really a grade.
I mean, I'm sure we could probably go back to kindergarten if we really wanted to.
Just every year you had a crush on a teacher?
No. Maybe I would say at least half the time I spent in school, there was at least, like half the time. There was definitely a teacher at least. Does it count if it carries over? Like, if I still had to crush my 4th grade teacher while I was in 5th and 6th grade? Does that count?
I think they
How many teachers did you have a crush on?
I don't know. Too many to count. Shit.
Well, you got a hand, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Whoa.
Funny enough, that fits in the movie. That fits in the movie.
Dylan, you have a crush on any teachers?
Oh yeah, of course. It was more towards like middle school, I guess would be the right terminology, because the school I went to was K through 8.
Raging
So
hormones.
like, yeah, I guess so. No, they're just very beautiful women, and they're very smart.
It's a very nice way of putting it. Very chivalrous way.
It's just the truth, Gavin. I'm not gonna lie to you about something like that.
Jacob,
like
do you
you.
have any crush on any teachers?
Yeah, shout out Miss Logan.
Oh my god.
You're really just going to name that? You're going to drop her name?
He loves Miss Logan.
She knows it.
I was going to ask a teacher at
She
the
does
prom,
know it.
but I got yelled at.
I know. Tell that story.
I don't want to.
Just tell the story. You don't have to use any names.
Okay.
You already told the story. I
I was-
just want to hear it more in detail.
I was talking about it, and then students said it out loud, and then the teacher heard it, and he was like, hold on real quick. And then he went and grabbed another teacher that I was really close with, and she just scolded me like she was my mom. And the whole class laughed at me. And I was like, fine, not going to do it. But just for shits and giggles, do you think she would say yeah? And then they went ahead and said no, and I got made fun of. You happy? God.
But the fact that you actually thought about it.
I
was
did. I really did think
concerning.
about it. Had they not brought it up so much attention, I probably would have. I don't know if she would have said yes, but would have at least asked. I heard to ask.
So instead of like, you know how teachers have to go and chaperone those dances usually. If you couldn't have gotten to take her to prom, would you have just asked for one dance at that point?
Probably not. I don't know if I would have, like, same thing with this movie. I don't know if I would have been as pushy.
He
This
was
kid
very
was-
like at the dinner with when he had a little bit to drink.
I know. I was like, oh my God.
that was funny.
Showing up to her
escalations.
window,
Showing up to her window saying, "I
Yeah.
got hit by a car. Can I use your phone?"
Jeez.
and then immediately lays down in her bed.
I know. Puts a mixtape in the radio.
Yeah, like, this kid
He's got balls.
has some cojones on him, bro. I'm not going
Got
to lie.
don't know.
decompress. You got hit in the
He's
car.
he's very inspirational.
Maybe. I guess. I don't know.
Just go for it, Gavin. Just go for it. Ask her to prom.
It's too late. Well, no, it's too late.
Senior
I'll
citizen
have to
prom.
travel
Come on.
back. I'll have to travel back like 5 more years.
Wait, is it too late by what I think
Nope.
it means?
Nope.
Huh?
No. Go ahead, Ethan.
I'm curious.
No.
I'm intrigued. Too late by what, Dylan?
Oh, God.
You know,
Okay,
this time of year, family.
All right. So, things you didn't like about the movie, Gavin.
I can't really think of anything that I didn't.
Oh, so it's 100%?
No,
Okay. Then what brings it down from that?
I don't know. You put me on the damn spot. Why don't you do first?
This movie's 100% for me. Just kidding. Just kidding. Honestly, I can't think of anything I didn't like
Oh,
about
so it's
it.
100%. So it's 100%.
Just, if anything, I just felt like, even though it was a 90-minute film, it did feel like at parts were repetitive. Like Max's motivations kind of went back and forth. Like 1 second he'd be like, okay, I'm over it, but then he'd be right back, and then okay, I'm over it, but then he'd be right back, and it's just like, oh, these back and forths. I think that's my only big negative that like, really stood out to me.
But wouldn't that be the realistic?
Yes, it would
woes?
be. It would be, Dylan. Thank you for bringing my personal life into this. Just kidding. I'm just
Ow,
kidding. I'm
God.
just kidding.
I mean, I was just trying to relate
I'm
from
just
self-expression,
kidding.
but I guess
guys,
I
I'm
won't.
just kidding.
So
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding.
exquisite.
I'm just kidding.
Therapy
I'm
session.
just kidding, guys.
The
Guys,
therapy.
guys,
We're
I'm
here
just
because
kidding.
we love you.
But how
Ethan.
does that make you feel?
Shut up.
This is a safe space.
All right. So, what about you, Gavin?
What are you doing with that gun, Ethan?
I don't know. I feel like okay. If we want to talk about things we didn't like, I would have liked to have gotten more scenes with the relationship that Bill Murray had with his wife. I do know, which
that early scene.
that early scene where it seems like she's flirting with another dude. I didn't know he was married at that point. I figured they were divorced, and it was just a kid's birthday, so they were both there.
Yeah.
So the fact that she got to divorce him, I don't know. They both did some pretty suspicious things, but I would have liked to have seen more about what was going on with his wife. You know, just me.
No, I agree. I
Same thing
agree.
with the kids.
Even his relationship with Miss Cross too. I feel like that was really kind of out of nowhere a little bit too. Not out of nowhere, but it wasn't developed enough.
Yep, I agree.
But
So therefore, this movie sucks.
whoa,
Just kidding.
I'm gonna give it a 50-50.
Gavin liked it because there was boobs at the end.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say I was disqualified.
Yo, we got some booba in the chat. Shoot.
I will say it came out of left field.
It
I
was
like,
out of nowhere. Yeah,
I was like, whoa!
it's like in the last 5 minutes they just decided to.
They put it there. I didn't see enough death
Boobs?
in the Vietnam play.
Oh,
I honestly was expecting some
I
guttural scene
loved
there.
Margaret Yang's character.
Yes.
I feel like she was cool, and Max just kept dropping the ball.
I know. I was getting pissed, dude.
I know.
It's like, oh, stop it. But they ended up pulling through.
I know. When she points the gun at him in the play, and he asks, "Will you marry me?"
What does she respond
And
with?
then scene. It's a great movie.
What a clap. Brings a tear to your eye, bro.
It was awesome.
What's the rating then?
Oh, I would
Hundreds
give
for
this.
both?
I would give this movie a 93%.
I was going to go with 89.
I really enjoyed it. I will definitely watch it again, and I have 43 hours until my rental expires.
Mine has already expired. So I will not be watching this again. Joe.
Shout out Joe. Next week, what are we watching, Gav?
We're going to be watching Pulp Fiction.
Oh, let's go.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh, we haven't watched that movie in forever. Just kidding, we never have. Ethan, what's it about?
It's about a movie with a guy. Jacob, what's it about?
Separate stories about people, but they cross paths.
I love those movies.
Dude,
Like
me
Valentine's
too.
Day?
Me too.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's Quentin Tarantino, so that kind of vibe.
So here's the thing. A few years ago, couldn't stand Quentin Tarantino. But now, I love Quentin Tarantino.
Wow, I was going to say, kind of dumb, but
Small brain.
yeah, I was going to say, indeed.
Let me read the synopsis. Vincent Vega and Jules Winfield are hitmen with a penchant for philosophical discussions. In this ultra-hip, multi-strand crime movie, their storyline is interwoven with those of their boss, gangster Marcellus Wallace, his actress wife, Mia, struggling boxer Butch Coolidge, master fixer Winston Wolfe, and a nervous pair of armed robbers, Pumpkin and Honey Bunny.
Yep.
That's quite a lot of characters.
Genius already.
Yep. Good movie.
Genius. I've seen the first 10 minutes, but I've never watched past that,
I agree with you on that, Ethan. I have a hard time staying up on old movies, to be honest.
which is why we do this show.
I will simply be watching it for Samuel L. Jackson.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the best characters.
I think...
It's a gourmet movie right
I
there.
don't care what you think.
Okay. Anyways, be sure to watch Pulp Fiction for next week and get our review on it. And that is that. And yeah, let's get into the static. Woo.
Welcome to the static.
And now we are entered the static.
Amazing.
So,
That was good. That should be part of the intro.
it should be, huh? All right. We'll add it. We'll do it
Go
in
ahead and close
post.
that.
All right, guys. So, we're going to play a game. Little game. A game. Just kidding. We're going to play a game later.
Icebreaker of sorts.
Oh, later? Damn. This game
Can it
sucks.
be heads up, 7-Up?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Just kidding. We're
I'll
going to
look
play a
in
game.
between my desk and the arms. That way I can see this.
All right, guys. We're going to play Would You Rather. All right. Now, yes, Jacob?
Oh, that's never have I ever. Sorry.
Oh. Why'd you raise your hand?
He was counting fingers.
Aw, shucks. That's what I say. Ain't that right?
Nope.
Nope.
She gets it.
Nope. Lucy
All right.
said no.
So this is Would You Rather, and I'm going to go through this list. These are rapid fire ones. We're going to go Gavin, Dylan, and then Jacob to
That's me.
get your guys' response. Rapid fire of which one you would do.
Got
Cool.
it.
And then I have more in-depth ones, which I want to get like your reasoning and thought process behind it. And if you want to go back to the rapid fire one of like to elaborate,
Add on.
then you
All right,
can.
Cool, cool.
All right. But we'll start. Would you rather give up social media or eat the same dinner for the rest of your life?
Social media.
Dinner.
Social media. Easy. No question.
Indeed.
Indeed. Lose all of the money you've earned this year or lose all of the memories you've gained this year?
I'm going to say money.
Lose all the money,
Memories.
lose all the memories.
Probably money.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Damn, I'm
I thought that
broke.
was a really good one.
Yeah.
And that's one we can go back to if you want.
I got engaged this year, so
I know. She's sitting right here, so you
I
can't
know.
hide it.
I have to say that legally.
Would you rather have no taste or be colorblind?
Colorblind.
Go first.
Colorblind.
Colorblind.
Uh,
You'll never
Taste.
see another rainbow.
Taste.
No more Skittles.
Would you rather know the date of your death or the cause of your death?
Date.
Cause.
Date.
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 Okay. This one's a good one. Would you rather always hit a red light for the rest of your life or always get slow internet after the sun goes down?
So normal.
Say it again. Wait, what?
Would you rather always hit a red light
Oh
for
God.
the rest of your life or always get slow internet once the sun goes down?
Red light.
Red light.
Red light. So it's just normal for
You
me.
guys are all night owls that play video games.
Yep.
Yeah, I've worked night shift for.
And if I
a long
drive
time.
and I know that every light I get to is going to be red, I'll be okay.
Because you know it's
I
coming.
mean, to
Yes.
be fair, do you be the one driving?
Yep. That's just the rest of your life. If you're in a car,
Skateboard.
that would
There
be
you go.
awful.
Like we need to leave now, or we're going to be late.
Gotta leave like 20
2 hours
minutes early.
before. Would you rather have the lights on or off if you knew the room was full of snakes?
On.
Off.
Just any room.
I guess. I'm just reading.
Okay.
these.
On?
Yeah, that way I don't step on said snake.
Do I have to go in the room?
I'll just charge
Alright.
through them.
So this is one that we will dive more into
Okay.
because I just read it right now and I feel like I don't want to get your rapid fire. I want to get your justification. Would you rather be the person who flips the switch during executions
Yep.
or be the judge who decides who should be executed?
I'd rather be the judge.
Switch.
Switch.
All right. Gavin, go ahead and give your explanation for why you'd rather just sentence a man to death.
Well, I mean,
Because Gavin is higher than thee. Duh.
That's
if you,
true.
If you look at it, they're both technically killing somebody. But I feel like,
Are they?
yeah, I don't know how this happened. But
Gavin got a big excited over here.
as the judge, I feel like I would be able to, I don't know. I've always felt like if I had all the power, I simply would not be corrupted. Oh, you know, like with
Is that so?
like great power or like absolute power corrupts absolutely. Like not me though. Like I simply would not.
Couldn't be me,
To
Gavin
be honest,
says.
with my certain mindset, I don't even know if I would sentence anyone to the death penalty.
Hmm.
Even if it was like, yep, this guy might have done it. It's like,
Might have done it. Hey,
Killed someone in the lobby.
Even if it was definitely, this guy might have done it.
conjecture, but death.
I simply, honestly, would just not sentence anyone to death just because.
But you have to sign it. Do you want to be like, all right, this guy's going to die, or would you rather flip the switch?
I'd rather be the judge that decides.
You have to be the judge that decides. Yes, that's the whole dilemma.
God,
A person is going to die. Do you want to make the decision that he is going to die, or would you rather be like, oh, he's going to die, so let's flip the switch?
It's kind of too late. He's already the.
I want to hear your
judge.
guys's.
Easy, because if it's Gavin, I just be like, hey, it's his fault. I'm gonna make sure that you have a good rest of the 3 hours you have. But I'm sorry, I have to flip the switch on you, bud.
Flip the switch because nobody else could mentally do it.
Very Tom Hanks of you guys.
It's pretty easy when you think about it,
Green Mile. That was a Green Mile thing.
dude. I know Michael Duncan Clark. Love that man. Rest in peace.
He was nice.
He died in that movie.
Wow, you just spoiled it.
Way to spoil it.
Because we talked about it 2 weeks ago.
What if people didn't watch the episode 2 weeks
See
ago?
how none of us were upset at that?
Because you guys have seen it.
That I knew he
I
died
didn't
before
say
he
I
watched the
seen
movie.
I don't think I've ever seen the whole entirety of the movie because I know what it is. Just like I assumed, even if you haven't seen Armageddon, you know what it is. Idiot.
Ethan is dumb.
Would you rather wake up in your underwear? This is easy for Jacob. Would you rather wake up in your underwear at work or wake up naked in the woods 20 miles from home?
Like,
Work, no question.
Underwear at work.
I'm gonna pick woods. I'll say I'm gonna pick forest, just because of the place I work in.
Why the woods?
There's
though?
not a place that I would be able to work in that wouldn't be a problem. What am I going to do? 20 miles?
naked.
Better get walking.
Okay,
What am I going to do?
would you rather wake up in your underwear
problem will be
20
solved.
miles away from home or naked in work?
Naked at work. My problem is
Underwear 20
solved.
miles.
Hey,
Underwear 20
Underwear 20
What's
miles.
so wrong with your work?
There's so many damn people over there.
it doesn't matter. It's gonna happen at
You
anywhere.
have to go 20 miles
20
to get
miles in
covered
the
up.
forest.
Yeah, but at least
you don't
I'm
know
in
what's on the
underwear.
ground.
We have clothes
Yeah,
at
you
work.
don't have
We have
shoes.
clothes at work. We do have clothes at work.
I could just walk. I will literally just walk. How often?
Walk
does
into
this
a bear
happen?
trap. Have fun.
Is it just once? Or is it like
It's
every day? This is
All
every
right.
day?
No, just once. One
Courtesy of a friend of the show, Paul. Would you rather have the power to go invisible or change into other people?
So shapeshift or invisible? Shapeshift.
Changing other people.
Shapeshift is basically invisibility.
That's true.
Well, is it shapeshift or is it just change into other people?
Change into other people. You can shapeshift into other human beings.
If I'm being
Like,
chased by the
like
cops,
Mystique.
I shapeshift into Joe Biden. There you go.
And they
no
legally
crime.
can't kill you anymore. Like,
Legally, yeah.
yeah. Otherwise, that's like, what, treason?
I think that's an easy one.
Do I have
Paul's
the
dumb.
physical limitations of the people I change into?
I turn into Mike Tyson.
Wow, that's epic.
Yeah. Well, so you just got to make sure that you're physically in shape, not them. Could you imagine
Anyways,
being a granny kicking ass?
Here's a good one. Would you rather fight Paul in a year from now
Yes.
when he weighs 180 and is pure muscle, or right after he loses kickball for the 5th year in a row while he wears steel toe boots?
It's an easy win. I'll take either option. I'll win every time.
Paul,
Background to this question: he lost our Thanksgiving kickball.
We gave it
game
our
with
all,
our
Paul.
family.
Oh,
He
yeah.
lost
I was going to ask
because
about
of
that.
me.
and
Wasn't able
because
to go this year.
they were legit cheating.
Just kidding. It was actually because of Ethan. He got the last out.
Shut up, guys. I held that team up the entire time, and I just...
You did drop like 3 balls. Maybe 4.
By the 6th inning, Gavin's like, all right, I'm going to sit this one out.
I literally was like, we have alternatives. Can I please take a break? Can I get a sip? And then they didn't even keep a batting pattern.
Subs.
They literally just kept doing the same fucking 4 people over and over and over.
Liar. There were whole innings where I wouldn't go to kick.
Cap to the highest degree. That is a lie.
I'm sorry, Gavin. I wasn't there. Maybe we would have changed that outcome. I apologize.
Would you rather be the richest man on earth but die at age 30, or live an average life but die at age 70?
Average life.
I did not hear that. Can you repeat that?
Would you rather be the richest man on earth but die at age 30, or live an average life but die at age 70?
Average life.
Average.
Now, what is defined as average?
Yeah, like what?
Is that poor, or is that just like
Just average,
enough
like
to get
wealth
by?
wise, or what?
Average wealth-wise.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
You
Average.
don't cap over $50,000 a year.
Guaranteed to 70? Let's go.
That is
Jesus.
That is that average?
Well below average.
I was gonna say, hold on, wait a minute. Then
Would you rather fight Jacob right after he loses 5 close games in Rocket League,
Oh, you're done
You
for.
play Rocket League?
Or
Absolutely, I do.
or fight him right after the Suns blow a 10-point lead in the finals?
Oh, dude, if I were you, I'd take the finals, bro. I'd be so downtrodden.
I'd go on the Rocket League
It's easy
side.
dub. Oh,
play the
you're
Rocket
dead,
League.
Dylan.
bonus, I'm the one that beats him in Rocket League.
No
Listen,
shot.
Jacob, I know you're a thug, man, but drop
No
that T
shot.
and bring it in because
I
it's
hate.
hug life, baby.
I kind of hate this one from Paul. Would you rather have a dog with one eye or no dog at all?
No dog at all.
I mean, I have a dog with no eyes at this point.
Or Jolie and her cataracts?
Oh,
both
sad.
will suffice.
know,
I
you
feel
gotta-
for that
I
little
hate
dog
it.
with no eyes.
I feel so bad.
One
because
eye? Hell no.
She bumps into stuff, and all I can do is go, damn! Like, she hits a chair or something like that. Audibly moves it. Like, I feel bad, but I just can't be like, ooh!
Would you rather be a movie star or a rock star?
Rockstar.
Movie
Movie
star.
star.
What's your justification?
I've always enjoyed live performing, and I've wanted to be a rock star at one point when I was younger.
Okay.
Nickelback.
Movie stars for you guys? What's your...
I like movies.
Okay.
They make me happy.
I can walk down a red carpet with sunglasses at night.
You can do that as a rock star too.
No,
Okay.
not as much.
Would you rather fight Gavan after the...
Who?
Would you rather fight
Gavin.
Would you rather fight Gavin?
Gavin's non-heterosexual brother.
Would you rather fight Gavin after the Ravens lose or after he's had to serve a table of 20 who don't leave him a tip?
I think that was mistyped. A table of 30 with 22 that leaves no tip.
I think when a table hasn't left me a tip, I've actually brushed it off pretty easy. But when the Ravens lost to the Jags, I was pissed.
But the Jags won.
I know.
I'll take the
But I was like,
Ravens.
no!
Same.
I was like,
Because Justin Tucker's just not it.
he's literally Atlas. He holds up that whole team.
Baltimore's just not it.
Just not
Garbage
it.
ass
This is what
team.
Gavin made.
Jags won a game. Happy. Ravens lost to the Jags. Sad.
I thought that was pretty good. He was talking about Atlas because he did this.
Oh yeah, you have two teams. That's stupid. It's
There's
the
3
stupid-
teams. He likes the Buccaneers
No, I
too.
don't.
Ever since Tom Brady
No, I
got
don't.
there.
No,
Stupidest
no.
thing I've ever heard. One team. You get one team. Everybody gets one team.
Well, now we know for a fact that the Ravens are my one team.
You're the people that wear NFL shirts to games.
That's a thing?
Yes, and it's stupid.
I didn't know that was a thing.
All right. Would you guys rather wear a bike helmet when you leave the house? Whenever you leave the house, you have to wear a bike helmet. It doesn't come off. Or get the Monster logo tattooed on your forehead.
The bike helmet, safety first.
I'm gonna pick the Monster logo.
No, wait a second. What kind of bike helmet are we talking about? Are we talking about full coverage? Talking about just the front? Like,
Talking about like a bicycle helmet, like on your head.
Repeat the question for me again.
Would you rather have to wear a bike helmet whenever you leave the house, or get the Monster logo tattooed on your forehead?
I do wear a helmet every time I leave the house.
That's true.
No, the Monster. Yeah.
Monster logo. Okay,
I'm gonna switch it up. Monster logo.
why the Monster logo, guys?
I wanted to be different.
You guys are all
I
the same.
have really good hair.
all the same.
Well,
I didn't think everybody else was gonna pick.
I have
Monster.
really good hair, so I don't want to cover it up.
well, here's the thing.
It's like really good.
It is really good.
See?
if the helmet's not fully covering my head, there's no point to it.
I mean, look at this. If he had a Monster logo on his forehead right now, he'd be covering it.
That's true.
Yeah, wait,
Also,
you can wear a bandana.
covered.
They would need a
Wear a
big
hat.
helmet. I got a big head.
That's true. Why did
That's
you look
true.
at me?
Why the hell did you say that?
I'm in like host mode. I'm sorry. He does have a big head.
Whoa.
It's the biggest head I've ever seen. Anyways, would you guys
Exquisite. Oh, exquisite.
would you guys rather eat 10 of the one chip challenge chips in one day?
Oh, just one day?
In one day.
Not like one sitting?
In one sitting. Let's do one sitting.
Oh, God.
Or
Not again.
No.
or
Feels like the
Lick.
one or the other.
lick a urinal clean after an Avengers Endgame showing.
Good God.
The one
The
chip,
10
what the
10
fuck?
chips. I simply combine them all into one super
You'd rather
chip.
do the 10 chips?
I will eat the
Dylan,
rest
what
of
would
it.
you do?
I'd have to go to 10 chips at this point. I just, would
And he's done it.
freeze them.
He has done it, I know.
done
I'd freeze them. I'd down milk beforehand, afterhand. I'd during it. Like,
I'd rather lick the urinal, if I'm being honest
Lick
with you.
I bet you
Completely clean.
would. You know what? I bet you would.
I would. I don't see the problem.
I bet
with
you
it.
do that for fun.
Maybe I do.
hey, Ethan, you hungry now?
Nah, the chip for sure. Easy. No question.
Oh, look at that pin action. All right. Would you guys rather have penis-sized nipples or nipple-sized penis?
Nipple sized penis.
Yep, anything's better than I have now.
I was going to say,
You should get surgery for it.
there's only one other option I can pick.
you just get surgery.
I'm a nipple-sized, what? Nipple-sized penis.
Nipple-sized penis
Or
or,
penis sized nipples.
penis-sized nipples.
I remain the same either way.
Ha! Self-burn. All right. Would you rather... No, that's a bad one.
No, that one was the bad one, but this one
No,
wasn't.
this one's inappropriate. It's the mom and dad one.
Oh, God.
So I won't
know
do that
the-
one.
I know the
unless
one.
you guys want to hear it.
No.
Okay. Would you guys rather lick a toilet, not a urinal, a toilet seat in the bottom part too, not even the bottom part, the underneath the seat, or would you rather lick peanut butter off a homeless man's foot?
Peanut butter.
Yeah, peanut butter.
I think I'm going to pick the peanut butter.
All right, lick the foot. Just gotta lick the peanut butter.
Okay, fair. That's what I would do too. But that ceramic, that
What's up
porcelain,
with this licking toilet questions?
I know.
that's from our friend, someone.
You're
Is that
sick.
Paul?
You're sick. I know who it is. I know who you are.
Listen, I have
You
control
don't.
over my tongue. I don't know about
ashamed.
you all.
Don't.
All right.
I do. You told me.
So I have a question.
All right, let's hear it.
You're going to receive $10 million because I heard this on somebody else. You're going to receive $10 million,
Yep.
but at some point throughout the year, 10 times, somebody, you don't know who, is going to punch you as hard as they can.
Somebody I know.
You have
Anybody
no
in the
idea.
world.
You have no idea.
Anybody in the world.
Anybody in the world. Somebody could be walking across and they just, boom, nail you across the face as hard as they can.
If I have $10 million and I hire a security detail with me,
The security
at all times,
detail could be that person.
They could be that person.
You have no idea.
However, just one person from that security detail. And I will instruct every one of them, if someone punches me in the face, you have the authority to use lethal force.
Hey, Gavin,
think
they
you
have
do
something like
that.
that.
I
It's
do
called
give
winning
that.
the
I don't
lottery.
think you can do
True.
that.
I do give them
People
that
will punch
authority.
you because
do that.
they're not
Beat them
winning.
from an inch of their life.
Bro, you just stay strapped. You're good.
Okay, that's good. I will do that.
Yeah, but it
Just
could be
be
like,
built
you
different.
could be at work and it could be your dad or whatever. Be like, hey, so how, and just boom, just hits you square
He's
in the
not going to
jaw.
catch me lacking.
You wouldn't know. You have no idea. We have no idea when it's going to happen.
If I
Okay,
have
I got
no
a-
idea when it's going to
I
happen,
got a
then
broken
expect
jaw and
it
$10
every
million.
time.
It could be like
Good.
9 times in a row, like 9 days in a row, and the last one doesn't happen until like
So
7
what
months
happens-
later.
It's every day?
It's 10 times throughout the year.
Oh, 10 times throughout the year.
Throughout the entire, it resets every year though.
It's easy. I mean,
Easy. Easy
10
dubs.
million. Do I get 10 million every year?
You're gonna walk by Tyson just sweating.
I'm never going to walk like
Shitting-
this.
shitting bricks.
If I was bound to get punched in the face 10 times every year, I would stay the hell away from Mike Tyson. Not now, though.
$10 million. I don't go to work, so my dad's not going to punch me.
That's true.
Exactly.
How you gonna eat?
DoorDash, $10 million bucks. Not
so
a
you're
problem.
saying
Something's gonna happen.
that
Leave it at the door.
You're gonna get the Jehovah Witness.
No contact.
You're gonna open the door and just
I'll
boom.
fucking open that door.
so your wife or your child's gonna beat you up? Got it.
I could take that punch though.
Could you? That sounds like a challenge.
Prove it. Prove it.
She broke through the second glass.
I'd like to see that.
All right, Dylan. What do you do for a living?
What do I do for a living? I live.
That's what I like to hear.
At least
all
I
you
try
can
to
do.
live. That's all I try to live. But no, I work at a office for Amazon to help guide a team at different facilities to make sure that we provide customer promise and an excellent customer experience. Basically, it's shift execution.
Well, I'm waiting on a package still. It's been like 4 days past its delivery date.
So here's the thing: we work with all of the United States. So
That's
East,
not
Central,
what I'm talking.
Pacific.
But Dylan, the customer's always right.
That's great, but if you didn't order it from the Central Coast, which I work with, then that is not my concern.
I don't know what the Central Coast is.
That's going to be Texas, some of Tennessee, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Nebraska, the middle of the United States. We also do work with Canada.
Hence Central, Gavin.
So just anything with the Central Time Zone.
I am illiterate.
We know.
Shut up.
But yeah, I've been doing that. I'll be in 5 years of working with the company this Christmas, actually. It's pretty wild. 5 years with the company, 5 years night shift. It's some interesting stuff.
You've been on the night shift all 5 years?
Yes, I have been.
How's that?
It's been good for pay, good for traffic. It kind of sucks for scheduling, but it's been okay. I've worked different shifts. I've worked with Donut, which is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Front half, which is Sunday to Wednesday. Back half, Wednesday to Saturday. And with my current position, we have an on and off schedule, so it's a 3-4. Some Wednesdays I'll work, some Wednesdays I won't. But it's not bad. It's pretty good stuff. It's been a good opportunity, but I am definitely looking to move back to the warehouse life.
Okay. Gavin, stop creaming all over the table.
It's the ranch.
Okay.
Promise.
Yeah, Gavin got a bit excited. It wasn't warm milk, but it's the only substitute we have.
So speaking of warm milk, how Gavin likes warm milk and stuff, do you guys have any other weird food combinations?
There was... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Floor's all yours.
Bacon and chocolate.
Really?
That's a good one.
Ew.
Have you ever had a bacon and maple donut?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those are great.
Gavin, you're not allowed to make that face after your
That sounds
absurd
gross.
way you eat food.
Absurd.
I mean,
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. There was a bowl of cereal in the sink this morning that my sister left over, and I was like,
Oh.
What the heck?
I didn't eat it. But
But the fact that
I
you
legit thought about it. I
Yes,
was
the
like-
fact that you thought about it is bad enough.
insert guy behind the tree meme right here.
I was hungry. It was like the Kroger brand of like Fruit Loops or something like that.
Aw,
And I was
there's
like,
no
Literally
Dinobites?
you're just dumpster diving.
Maybe.
She left it in the sink.
Yeah,
and
no,
the
that's
fact
why I
that,
did.
And the fact that she
Trash.
didn't pour it out and like rinse it.
If it was like on the counter or something,
Man.
I would have probably. I would have folded.
I don't think it's like really weird for food. It's more of a drink. But have any of you had Dr. Pepper and Sprite
Nope.
No.
I've had them separate.
together? It's pretty decent. I'd say try it out. And if you don't like it, let me know. I'll refund you the $2 you spent.
What about Pilk? You like some Pilk?
I've heard of Pulp.
Pepsi and milk?
Have you ever heard of the combination of Coca-Cola
You
and
tried
nuts?
Pepsi and milk?
Yes, I have.
Is it good?
Hell no.
Okay.
It is not good.
Okay.
Nothing like a good old glass of Pilk, though, just to get you through the
Shut
day.
up.
I love saying that word.
All right. Dylan.
What's up, Ethan?
So we've heard a handful of stories from Paul just about his going out life, and you're always there. Do you have any stories you want to share?
About going out? I mean,
About anything.
I would say going out, the only like, exciting stories are when we go out for someone's birthday or like event, like they got engaged or whatever, or they're celebrating a promotion. I've always been the person that got grinded on and no one else did. So for Paul's birthday this one time, I think Jacob was there. We mentioned that at my birthday. My mom was there too, so it's kind of weird. For the story. But basically there's this older woman and
What the fuck is with you and your mom, bro?
dude, I don't know, bro. Like,
Whoa.
stuff's wild. But there's this older woman, and we were at this place called The Deuce, and it was me, Paul, and our mutual friend Patrick. And
Patrick's been on.
it's been wild, yeah. It's been a minute, but yeah, we were grinding hard. she was like up in the air riding on me at that point, and people were like, "Is it illegal to do in the club?"
What's happening?
It was a great time, but yeah, when we were,
make love in this club.
you don't even know, man.
Oh my god!
Another weird thing that people might, especially for Ethan and Jacob here, we all grew up basically in church.
Yes,
at the
Is
club.
that a segment?
This is the story you go after you say you were grinded on. She was up in the air.
She was up in the air grinding on you. Some zero gravity twerking going on in there.
Oh man, you don't even know, bro. It was a great time.
I'm sure. I'm sure it was.
But like she kind of caught like my dance moves, and I even got complimented by some dance instructors, like, "You're the best dancer I've ever seen." And the older lady I was with, like, she didn't like understand how I can like make my like do like a stanky leg movement. I just been really flexible with my leg moving regardless. But the whole church comes into play here for being a good dancers, because at our church we do these like human videos where we do interpretation dancing essentially to songs. And I would just incorporate those at the club because no one else does.
You would incorporate those movements.
Oh, you don't even know. It works out really well.
Those great value sign language movements at the club when you dance.
Yo, people loved it. They didn't know.
I can't believe it. I can't do it.
That was a great time. That was a jolly time.
The Lord bless me in the spirit of dance.
All right.
Gospel leg.
What else you got for us, Dylan?
Oh man.
I can't finish this.
Stories that go crazy like that, I don't really have much of. I mean, I just know that we had just some good times over the years. Like, what was it? We were at the youth convention, and it was at the Renaissance 2011. And what was it?
I'm trying to think if I did anything incriminating with you.
Probably, but no one ever pays attention because, bigger, louder person got it. But we did an icebreaker, a couple of them, where like you'd have this cone, like ice cream cone, and there was peanut butter in it. You had to be the first one to eat it and blow, like whistle, with your lips, like. You win some tickets for a baseball game, Diamondbacks. Never got those. Kind of sad because my uncle was one of the youth pastors there.
So you won.
That was
I do remember that, actually. I remember that.
Yeah. And do you also remember when we didn't go see the Green Lantern at the AMC in that area at Westgate? Because it was like $15 to $20 a person. So we went to Johnny Rockets instead.
No.
No?
Jacob doesn't have a good
Dang.
memory.
That's fine.
I do not.
I remember me and Patrick. I had the Donkey Kong shake. It was a banana chocolate shake. It was great. Me and Patrick were sitting and sharing.
Oh, you shared a shake.
Yeah.
So there's a story about Gavin.
Oh. You too a churchgoer.
Nope.
Gavin, you want to share that story for everyone about felony?
No.
Why?
Because we've already talked about it.
That was a long time ago.
So-
we've had a much bigger audience since then.
Have we?
But Gavin, I haven't heard the story. Can I please
You'll
hear?
have to go to like episode 13 or 15.
Or a good episode right
I
now.
thought it was like 4.
It was like 7 or 8.
Jeez.
I don't remember. I don't remember the story. Plain simple.
Any other stories about you clubbing and
Gavin went
Zero
to a
gravity.
gentleman's club and like went through 10 songs and cashed out with this one girl. Her name was Felony. That's the story.
that's where exquisite comes from? Because Gavin enjoyed giving her that money and his Rolex.
I mean, I've done some pretty wild stuff at the strip club myself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How so?
Do you care to share?
Oh no.
I'm okay with sharing it. It's pretty graphic, though. If you
Oh no.
Just mark down the time. Just in
PG.
case.
Do you have that bleep button ready?
No.
We're just marking down the time just in case we have to go back and censor.
Well, no. So what had happened was we came back from we were on a Mexico trip, me and the gang, and it was pretty decent for the most part, except for like basically getting
Robbed?
yeah robbed by
We've
the
heard
police.
that story. Yep.
So after that, I also fallen off an ATV that didn't feel so well. Got robbed, essentially, and strip wasn't having like as good of a time as we could have had. So when we get back home, I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go to the strip club because it's been a while. I feel pretty sad. I want to feel happy just for a little bit, even though I'm in pain.
Aw.
Something that the marijuana can't do to you. Sometimes.
Next time you feel that way, I'll give you Gavin's number.
Sounds good. So basically, I went to a strip club, and there's one specific strip club. It's just half off during the day. Don't know why. I'm like, whatever. I'll take a
Because it's
deal.
during the day.
They only have half their clothes off.
And half the price of dance.
Oh, the price.
Gavin, you should have gone there.
And this lady, I don't know what's up with her, but I think she may have had a couple of drinks or something. I don't know. I was kind of over it, so just like whatever, go get a dance. We were in a very private area because some places may have more open private areas,
Okay.
but this is just like a single room, and it got pretty intimate fairly fast.
How can you describe? Wait, should you describe?
Let's just say the mouth was all over.
All right. Okay, we're done.
Exquisite. Half off? Exquisite.
That was half off, though?
It was, and let's just
I'm pressing that.
that's what it kind of sounded like. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Some foreplay, you know.
Okay.
All half off.
But no,
though.
she enjoyed it. I also usually give ladies there a massage just because I know, that's a very physical, demanding job at times. Sometimes it's not. But, yeah, just something kind, make me feel good, make them feel good.
How chivalrous.
Besides the money.
Besides the money. That's true.
But, yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
You know how
Oh, it
much I
was.
paid? I should have gotten that same treatment, but I didn't.
Like I said, I just get lucky sometimes. Not when I want it, but when I need it.
Yeah. I guess.
So, sounds like you have a lot of fun in your limited free time.
Oh, indeed, Ethan, I do. I try to make the most of it because, like I said, downhill spiral.
It's good. It's fun.
Some great times. You know what also was fun? I just remembered going back to church.
Okay.
I just remember this great time with your brother because we were at this camp and we were.
I'm listening.
They had at the camp that we were attending. There was a paintball zone, so we had signed up to go play paintball.
Yeah, that was
and,
horrible.
Yeah, we got slaughtered. But the funny part, if not the worst of the slaughtering, was when I found Jacob lying prone on the floor. I was like, "Hey, Jacob!" And then he yells, "Get down!" And I just get
Dude.
lit up.
I just saw my
Face,
fellow comrade
body.
get slaughtered.
And man,
So
that
we were
felt
taking
terrible.
heavy enemy fire over the ridge, and I was, taking tactical cover. And, I'm calling out to my teammates, and we're, trying to formulate a plan to make a flank. And then Dylan comes up over the horizon. He's like, "Hey, guys." And then he just gets mowed down. And it's the saddest day of my life.
He never made it back that
Lost
day.
him.
Leroy.
And this place, they just
Like Tropic Thunder?
They give you a gun and a face mask. That's it.
Yeah.
It was like whatever you're wearing, good luck. Like, oh, I did not expect. I don't think I was in like shorts and a tank top.
Yeah, and I made sure to bring an extra jacket for that reason because remember they mentioned the paintball.
I did not.
And I think also that same place we did,
I did not.
was it Ultimate Frisbee in the rain and hail? I think it
That
was
was
the
fun.
same place.
I think so.
Yeah. We've had a lot of good times. I know that
Wholesome stories.
you might be, crapped on for not watching Armageddon, but there's a lot of movies that I haven't watched that your cousins definitely rag on me for. One iconic line that I always recall is when we were in a van going to the convention or something, and we were just talking about movies, and they mentioned the Pineapple Express, and I was like, I haven't seen that, but I've seen the Polar Express.
Remember that?
I haven't seen the Pineapple Express.
Hey, neither have I to this day.
I've seen the Polar Express.
Me too.
It's a good one. They have some good music. They have some good drifting with trains.
That's true.
Uncanny
Drifting
Valley.
trains.
Love it.
That is also true. Fortunately. Well, Dylan, do you think you can take on a wild animal and like kill it, fight it to the death?
Yeah, I get up every day with depression. Yeah.
All right, let's get to Gavin versus Wild. So every week we do Gavin versus Wild, where Gavin takes on a wild animal. This is our last edition of Mythical Creatures. Woo!
We got to make this a good one then.
We do.
Well.
What we got?
Hobbit.
His favorite one.
Hobbit.
A WWE match
Oh.
Oh, so me
That's
versus
just the
Gavin.
scenario.
Oh, no, we're doing.
scenario.
Is it tag team?
I said me versus
Hydra.
Gavin, not me and Gavin.
Oh.
A Cyclops.
We're the animal?
Well, in school, I was
Medusa.
called the Undertaker.
All right. Roll weapon.
Roll initiative.
Oh, I do weapon.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay.
Hold on. Roll initiative.
That sounds very familiar.
So what animals have you fought in this mythical creatures?
I killed the Minotaur.
The Minotaur, a Chupacabra. No,
the Wendigo.
the Wendigo. Same thing.
And then I killed the Griffin. I am currently undefeated mythical
Wow.
creatures.
How is the realistic creatures going?
I've
One
lost
more win and
3
you
times.
become a mythical creature.
I gotta win.
Would it
Get
be a
weapon.
good mythical morning?
If I win this last fight, then I simply just win every Gavin versus Wild from now on.
Then we just don't do it.
Nope.
Okay.
Having fun there, Ethan?
Give us
So-
a scenario.
Main event night. Gavin, the reigning champ in this mythical creature edition, takes on
Who's
a
the challenger?
centaur.
Oh my god. Faster, stronger, built to last longer.
And it's human.
The
Like-
horseman?
It's human like
Is it the human horse?
Gavin's most mythical and most human creature that he's taken on.
Wow.
I was gonna say, oh my god.
The WWE exhibition match on pay-per-view this weekend. Gavin takes on a centaur
In a cage match.
in a cage match. I didn't say after cage.
Does the centaur have Gavin for 3 whole minutes?
3 minutes of playtime?
That's all he has. He's going to play around with him,
Whoa.
just like Felony
What's
did.
the weapon? You didn't get the
You
weapon.
didn't spin the weapon that whole time.
The weapon is a bone saw, and it's ready.
I'm gonna pull out a 22 in the middle of a WWE match.
Oh, okay.
I hope it'd be like a water gun 22.
He has a whip.
Gavin has a whip?
Gavin has a whip.
is
On top of the
Taskmaster?
WWE arsenal, or
Folding chairs?
Sure. But the centaur does have the WWE arsenal as well, obviously.
Yeah, that's fair.
okay. So like we both have access to it. Okay.
Yeah, but you also
So
have a whip.
what is entitled in this match? Is it just a pin? Is it we have to climb the ladder to grab?
It's murder.
Murder.
Death match.
It's a death match.
Gladiatorial
Which
fight.
is every Gavin vs. Wild we've done.
Death match.
Okay.
Match to the death. This is a WWE match in Olympus where there is...
You're dead.
You're dead.
Okay.
If you lose, it's
got
because
it.
you're dead.
Oh, the Coliseum, of course.
Exactly.
So, first step, arm myself with a kendo stick. Second step, I use the whip to like latch onto the cage at the top, pull myself up, and then manage to fall on top of the centaur to where I'm behind him on his back. Mm-hmm. And then I
he
use
lets
the
you.
whip, and then I just choke the shit out of him with it.
That is going to require a lot of accuracy and agility.
Hey, Gavin, what's the kendo stick for in this whole plan?
Beat the hell out of him whenever I can.
Oh, like a pinata. Got it.
Yeah. But the kendo stick I can use like one-handed. Steel foldable chair might be a little hard to do one-handed. So here's the thing. This centaur's huge. A WWE ring's not that big.
Nope.
He does not have a lot of room to maneuver. So it's like,
Or you don't have a lot of room to get away.
true, but he can't dodge. All I have to do is climb the cage. He can't climb the cage.
He's got a back kick.
I'd be able to climb the cage.
How?
He's got hands.
False. Incorrect.
He has hands.
Strong
mean,
upper body strength.
Centaur's pretty tall.
It's also pretty tall.
I've seen
Yeah,
Harry
but-
Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
So then I whip his eyes shut or something like that. That way he can't see me.
I've seen Narnia.
Was the centaur in Narnia? I don't know. I think I got this. Not going to lie.
I've seen a centaur.
If not, then worst comes to worst.
Percy Jackson,
I
that's what
take a
I was thinking.
kendo stick and just beat the hell out of him with it.
Okay, that's fair. I like it. I like your odds.
This could go either way.
It really
So-
could.
I was going to say, this one's going to be hard.
Since Gavin is facing a creature that's, half man, half horse, does he get like a half helper in there, like a tag teammate?
He does not.
No?
It is,
Fortunately.
unfortunately, a one-on-one match.
Seems like
Gavin,
it's a
how many?
one-on-two.
You've only lost 2 matches,
so both
right?
these contestants are half horse.
I can.
Whoa. Whoa.
I can.
Confirm that?
I can.
So, back
I
to
can-
how many matches I've lost?
0.
I've
Undefeated.
lost, I think 3. I lost the hippo, the shark.
I think those are the only 2, but I'm double checking at the moment.
Could have sworn I lost a third
So
one.
you've lost to the real animals and not the imaginary super strong ones.
Oh,
Interesting.
he also
Correct.
lost to a drunken boar.
What?
Remember?
My uncle?
I lost to the boar?
That was his 3rd one.
That was an early one.
Yeah. So Gavin versus a tiger, he wins. Versus
Whack.
a bull, he wins.
Whack.
A boar, he loses.
Should have won that one.
A hippo, he loses.
Yeah, fair.
I was dumb.
He tied with the kangaroo. He actually does have one tie. It's with the kangaroo.
Oh.
Well, I ain't no expert, but the first 2 are on the Chinese zodiac. I don't know how the kangaroo fits into that, but
Gavin with nunchucks, inexperienced, against an ostrich. Gavin wins. Gavin against an alligator wins. Gavin against a horny female shark. He loses and has to pay child support for 18 years.
I have half shark human hybrid.
That's
a mermaid.
That's where our favorite comment comes from about a certain sharkussy.
Oh, exquisite.
Fumbled that one for a little bit.
That's okay. We all fumble the bag a little bit. Just like Gavin losing these matches.
Getting lost in the shark's house.
It only happens once or twice.
Gavin's last WWE match was against a gray wolf, and he won 89% to 11%. Will he win this?
I got the crowd cheering for
rematch?
me. I think with the crowd cheering for me, my adrenaline's up. Like,
not the horse trying to kill you.
No.
Oh, okay.
So Gavin,
Otherwise, I'd be kind of scared.
I'm sorry, the centaur.
Is your stage name just Gavin, or
I think it's
Pending?
Gargle God.
Nope. No, it's not.
because I mean
On Mount Olympus, you're Gargle God.
What?
Gargle
This
demigod?
isn't on Mount Olympus.
he's Gargle.
Gargle demigod?
Gargle Demi.
Yeah, and for sure he's Gargle D's.
What's D's?
Tune in on Patreon to find out more.
Whoa.
Got him. All right, so that's your Gavin vs. Wild for the week. Be sure to vote on our Instagram at OEF White Noise on Friday when it is posted. There's a poll. You can do it. Or you can comment in the comments on YouTube, and we calculate all the votes and add them all up.
Don't worry,
and
we'll
make sure
count them.
everything- We do. I don't know why you keep saying that every time I say that.
Because you don't.
We do.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to have Jacob prep for Jakey Factuality while we...
Well, it wasn't on the lineup that I never got, so
You got the lineup. We do Jakey Factuality every week.
I did not get a lineup.
All right.
Nobody trimmed my hair.
Anyways, with that being said, Dylan, you're a big music connoisseur.
Oh, yes, I am.
I believe Gavin is also a music connoisseur. Let that brew. Let that brew.
Huh?
What was your most recent concert you went to, Gavin? Or performance?
Ghost.
Ghost? That's awesome. I actually did want to go see them. I just, money is, there's other priorities at the moment.
Yeah, they're pretty
For
expensive.
me, it was,
Holy cow.
AFI and, Shinedown.
I've never heard of Shinedown, but AFI is pretty cool.
Dude, Shinedown, you should go see it. It's a good rock band. Their first album's from 2003. It's called Leave a Whisper. They have so many albums. If I get your number or anything, I'll send you my playlist for both bands. But yeah, AFI was a great time. I'm trying to think of the previous concert I've seen, because I've seen a couple. I saw Foo Fighters. We also lost Taylor Hawkins earlier this year.
Yeah,
when I
we
went and
did.
saw them at the Innings Festival 2 weeks after that, he had passed away. It's a shame, because there's a lot of good people that, it's unfortunately how the way it works. You get older, time keeps moving on for everyone, whether they're in the best condition or the worst. You're just going to lose someone.
Yep. Always cherish your life, guys.
Indeed. Do you have any orchestral performances you like listening to or have
John
gone
Williams.
to see? Oh, that'd be amazing.
The closest I guess I could say would probably be No Leaf
my top
Clover by
artist.
Metallica.
Interesting.
The live version that features a symphony.
I don't know if you saw, but Metallica, not Mastodon, and something else, and Five Finger Death Punch are performing
They're coming next year, I think.
later this year.
Is it later this year?
Or next year? My bad. Later next fall. Yeah, that sounds like it's gonna be a good time.
Pantera. That's who it is.
I don't think it's Pantera, bud.
I thought it was.
They've been dead.
Yeah, no, I thought they were like opening.
No, it's someone else. But for orchestral performances, I don't know if you've ever heard the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Great show to go see. They have a lot of visuals, and
coming to
similarly, they are.
I think so.
Ooh, they're a good show. I'd say go see them if you can. One performance I've seen before a couple years ago, it's a video game orchestra. It was the Symphony of the Goddesses for Legend of Zelda. There's a playlist. It's a Ye Old Gaming on YouTube. Check it out. It is a grand old time. Seeing it live, hearing it recorded, it's just a great composition of listening to video game music over the years.
I do like doing that.
Jacob does like doing that.
Did see Final Fantasy VII when they did that a couple months ago. And also they did at the Phoenix Symphony Hall, the Harry Potter movies. They did that for some time where they played the live score while the movie was playing. It was a really cool experience.
That is really cool. I like John Williams.
Yeah.
And Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmerman, John Williamson.
Yeah, dude.
Classic.
John Williams is my top artist on Spotify
What'd you
this
say?
year.
I said, yeah.
Who's your top artist this year?
Who's my top artist
Yeah.
this year? I don't want to say it.
I'll say it then.
I was going to say, for the comments, why don't you... Hey, stop that.
Oh my God, you have Gavin's top artist, Ethan?
For the comments, go ahead and put down who was your top artist and what was your top song.
Mine was John Williams, naturally.
John Williams, really?
Dude, your top artist isn't...
He's
I
90
don't know,
years
why
old.
are you embarrassed to say that?
Is it Nickelback?
It's Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh,
That's
are
a
you
good
embarrassed?
lineup. I also did want to see them too because they
That's
were
such a
here
weird
a couple
lineup.
years ago with Metallica as well.
Yep.
Patti LaBelle.
Why you... Shut up.
Patti LaBelle.
Why don't you shut up?
My top artist was Hall & Oates.
Yep.
I spent 7,592 minutes with them.
Wow.
Is that a lot?
That's a fuck ton.
I feel like it's a lot because Gavin only spent some minutes with Avenged Sevenfold.
Mine was 4,000 for John Williams.
That's a lot. Damn.
I love John
So
Williams.
my top one was AFI, but I think it's just because I binged the hell out of them before and after the concert.
I was a top
so that's
0.05% of listeners for John Williams.
I was
There's
top,
that many listeners.
Yeah, 10 million a month.
I was the top
wild.
0.001%.
I wish Apple
Hall &
Music.
Oates.
I wish
I believe
Apple
that.
Music showed you.
I believe that.
Don't
Show me
believe it?
statistics.
I believe it.
Philly Forget Me Not is my number one song for the second year running.
Philadelphia sucks.
Yeah, it does, but the song goes hard.
At me, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Top
at
five right
him,
here.
at
AFI, Green
DeJakey.
Day, Jeff Williams, Services, and
PlayStation.
AFI's a good band.
They are. Some good stuff. Their newer stuff's been very interesting, but they still have some bangers in there.
Speaking of adding DeJakey, let's get to the DeJakey factuality.
Yes.
Segue.
Shut up, dear God. One of this fact is kind of, I would hope, a little more common known. But there's a second part to this that I did not know, and I was really interested by.
Let's hear it.
What is the one organ in our human body that is regenerative?
Dick.
It's your liver.
Exquisite.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Can you repeat the question?
Shut the hell up. Yes, Dylan, it is the liver. As little as 25% of the liver can regenerate into the whole liver again. And regeneration, this is the part I didn't know, is very rapid. The liver can return to normal size in 1 to 2 weeks after removing about 50% of the liver by mass.
How'd they test that?
Why can't they make unlimited livers then?
Because you got to grow it in a person.
Yeah, and also the transplant needs to be done immediately at that point. I mean, even if you put on ice.
Well, then have like one person like constantly take all these liver transplants so it can.
Well, if everybody's
there you go.
liver
Ethan.
just regenerates, why do you need unlimited livers?
That's true.
When everyone has a liver, no one has a liver.
That's true.
Ethan, just go ahead. Just sign yourself up. Unlimited liver transplant.
You know the Monsters University like meme gif where it's just solely looking at Mike? That's going to be you with the police.
Can't wait.
Just cut out half of it.
All right, we really appreciate you guys for joining us. Be sure to follow us on YouTube at One-Eyed Fits and follow our Instagrams at OEF White Noise and at OEF Studios, as well as we have a TikTok, OEF Studios. Go check it out. Gavin's posting a lot of stuff there. You want to go check it out right now because there's at least 20 or 30 videos that Gavin's been posting on there. If you want to see his morning routine, if you want to see him take his final exam, if you want to see how he does his hair, if you want to see him rage quitting a video game, if you want to see him run a marathon without any training, go to our at OEF Studios TikTok and see it because there's a lot to see there.
Or if you want to see the real life version of a Ken doll.
You can go there too.
Amazing. Almost everything you just said is incorrect.
Almost everything.
I guess you'll have to go to the TikTok to find out.
As well as leave a comment on our YouTube, and if you leave a comment, then there's a chance that it will be read in next week's episode. Speaking of next week, we didn't have one this last week, so there's no comment. So leave a comment so we can read it next week.
I have one.
What is it?
The episode was great.
Cool.
I really loved Gavin. Is that your mom? Maybe.
All right, and the song of the week is "Ooh La La" by Faces.
Remarkable.
It played at the end of Rushmore, and a beautiful song. With that being said, Dylan, would you like to say anything to the people, to the world?
Just try and make sure you're a decent person. Don't, golden rule, 10 Commandments. Everyone thinks it's all religious, but like they're just good rules to live by. Essentially, try to help everyone out. You help, in the most recent Spider-Man PS4 game that they released from Insomniac. When you help someone, you help everyone. So just remember that going into the time of the year.
Oh, exquisite.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well
Gavin.
said.
And with that being said, Christmas has officially begun. So
I'll allow it.
be sure to listen to Last
No,
Christmas
don't.
by Wham.
You gotta listen to it on the 24th.
Actually, what you should listen to is "Oh Tenenbaum." It's a really good song.
The fucking Charlie Brown?
Yeah, especially the Charlie Brown song.
Listen to that as well. And with that being said, we have to go get Gavin a private room at a gentleman's club.